Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about histograms. So just like last time, we're going to be talking about like what is a histogram, when should we use it, and how can we make it with Google Sheets. So to start, histograms are really nice. Histograms are kind of the continuous data counterpart of bar graphs. So bar graphs are really nice for if we want to look at, maybe we ask everyone a question with kind of discrete options like what's your favorite color? Right, so everyone in blue goes in the blue bar, everyone's in red goes in the red bar. Histograms are nice for if we want to display a set of data, and we kind of have these buckets or these bins that numbers fall into, right? So maybe we could look at marks this way, right? So anyone that kind of has a mark from like 90 to 100 goes in this bin. Everyone that has 80 to 90 goes in this bin, and so on. And it's really nice for continuous data to kind of show this data in categories. Which is nice. So to start, I'm going to be using, again, this weather data from Ottawa, Ontario, and I'm going to be looking at the amount of rain that has fallen in Ottawa, and I'll go from the start of my data, which is 21st of September, through the end of October. Just like last time, you could see I set up a tab. Now, instead of naming a histogram, I named it something more appropriate that's going to help me later on, total rainfall. So you can see total rainfall. I go over here, and I don't have anything. So again, I'm just going to create a graph, so insert a chart. Now, this time I'm going to go histogram. Now, I'll leave it for now, and I'll change it afterwards, just to change a bit. So I'm going to add my x-axis first. So my x-axis, I go back to my data. It's just going to be my dates. So I'm going to go 21st of September through to the end of October. There we go. Now I have to add my series, to go select my data. And again, that's going to be total rainfall. So amount of rain that's fallen. And again, I'm just going to go through those same dates. Here we go. Okay. So now, this is what a column chart would look like. Now, this graph, frankly, is a bit of a mess, right? Just we have all these different bars, and it's a lot to look at. We have all these dates. There's a lot to look at here. So I can change my chart type. Now, notice again, like a line graph isn't really accurate because we kind of see these peaks, but like what's happening in between here, right? These aren't points. They're just kind of trying to connect the dots. So there might be some points in the middle, but not always, right? So if it rains a lot on one day, that poured on the 16th of October, 49 mils of rain, but it didn't rain at all the next day. So between those 2 days, like this, it wasn't decreasing in rain. It was raining a lot one day, and then it stopped. So this graph is inappropriate for what we wanted to do. So I'm going to scroll down. You can see down here we have our histogram. This is the one we want right here. So histogram is going to do something like this. So we can see we can break the numbers into bins, and if it rained between 0 and 8.33 millimeters, you go in this bin. So that happened 34 times in our data set from the 21st to the end of October. Now we're going to be able to customize that as we will see. So this is the basic setup right here. Here's a histogram. So again, just like last time, we're going to customize. If we want to get cute with the colors, we can do that. I'm not going to. Again, I'm just going to stick with the white background. Histogram. So I can show this. That I think that looks messy, so I'm not going to do that. Now, bucket size. Right here we can kind of change our buckets. So right now it's set to an auto. So you could see now bucket is that kind of the bin I was referring to, right? So that it's set at about 8.33. I can change that. Maybe let's make it 5, right? So from 0 to 5 goes here, from 5 to 10 goes here, 10 to 15, and so on. Now, generally speaking, and this is loose, we generally want about like 5 to 8 buckets. So if I kind of look here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a bit too many. So I might, let's just take a look at, if I did groups of 10, it kind of looks like this. And then I can go in the middle. I can do like 8. And I can just kind of play with this and just see what it looks like at different bin levels. Now, again, your kind of trade-offs. If your bucket's too small, you're kind of getting close to that column chart, right, where you're just looking at a lot of data, although you can be a bit more precise with it. Whereas if your bucket's too big, you don't really get anything, right? So it's about finding that kind of happy medium between them. So I might leave it at 10, right? So if it rains 0 to 10 millimeters, it goes in here. If it rains 10 to 20, and then so on, up to 50, because we had that heavy rain day in October. Okay, so that's the histogram general setup. Again, we're gonna have to name our chart and our axes. So a chart title might say daily rainfall in Ottawa from 21st September to 31st October 2021. Something like this. Now I could also, I could drop it down. I might say daily rainfall in Ottawa, Ontario, and then my dates will kind of show me when I did it. And these are all options I can do. Okay, horizontal axes. Now notice this is not time anymore. This is rainfall amount in millimeters. So total rainfall. Can't type right now. And rainfall we do measure in millimeters. Vertical axis title. This is just a count, right? So this is how many times it happened. So we can see there's 35 times between 0 and 10. So a count, or we can say frequency. So how many times did it happen? And that's it for our titles. So series, now I could do things here. I can change my color if I wanted to, right? So maybe I want it to be gray, or I wouldn't want that color, but yeah, I could change my different colors. So let's change it off the default. Let's just make it this nice kind of teal color. And I can do a lot here, right? I can make it a little, change the opacity. I'm just gonna stick here. Legend, I don't need a legend because I don't have different sets of data. Horizontal axis, I could change my minimum max. I'm pretty happy with them 0 to 50. Can't think of a reason I'd want to go over, but let's say I wanted to bring this up to 60 or something. I could show that. But again, I don't have data over there, so there's really no reason to do that. Vertical axis. So this is up and down. So again, I could change my min max. So maybe again, I don't want to do it here, but if I wanted to maybe run my data like 0 is my smallest frequency and 50 is my biggest instead of 40. You see, it's going to bring my axis up all the way up to 50. But again, I don't need to, so I'm just going to let Google kind of pick its values, which were 0 and 40. And then finally, the grid line and text, right? So this is going up by 10, so you can see 10, 20, 30. Where these are low, I don't know if I love that, so I might change that. I might change it to maybe going up by 5. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, so it's making me do a count. So how many divisions do I want? So I might do like 10 divisions, and that kind of brings me up here. So I can see kind of going up by 5s. I wanted the step, but that's not an option here. Now again, I could also just default back to the original. This is just kind of nice because I get a better look at what's happened at this 4. I could also do something like this, have the auto lines on, show my major grid lines, and then I could add a minor grid line and have those kind of go in the middle here. So split those in a couple, or I don't have to do that. So either way, it doesn't matter. So again, I'll go back to the 10 here. Okay, and that's it. There's my histogram. I'm ready to go. I can put that wherever I want it. And again, I just kind of showed my data collected into these bins, which helped me organize my data a little bit better. All right, thank you for watching.